Our next speaker is Dr. Bob Sears. From the round of applause, you can tell he's a beloved pediatrician here in California. Dr. Sears practices in Dana Point, California. He's a graduate of the Georgetown University School of Medicine, and he received his pediatric training at Children's Hospital, Los Angeles. He's the author of The Vaccine Book and other works which can be found in the Sears Parenting Library. He is a medical advisor for TACA, which stands for Talk About Curing Autism, and also for La Leche League International. He writes his Dr. Bob's daily blog on his Dr. Bob Sears Facebook page. He's a champion of parental rights, including with regards to making vaccination decisions for one's children. He believes in prior, voluntary, and informed consent, the hallmark of ethical medicine, and for that, we applaud him.
All right. Okay. Hey, you guys. Thanks for coming out today. It's totally awesome to see everyone. I'm glad I get to be the first person to really kiss the mic. Sorry for everyone who's coming after me. So, you guys, I just want to give you a little bit of encouragement. I mean, I'm a pediatrician in my office. I give vaccines every day in my office. I give them more carefully. I give them slowly, more gradually. I don't overload kids with so many vaccines at once. But most importantly, I give my patients a choice. And I feel an ethical obligation as a doctor to sit down with each one of my patients and give them informed consent. It's critical. I swore an oath in medicine to give my patients informed consent for every medical treatment, and vaccines are no exception. And that's a right that the American Medical Association puts out there, and I think every doctor would agree that everyone should have informed consent. So as you talk to people about this, it's not about are vaccines good or bad, are vaccines safe, or are they dangerous. This bill, in my mind, isn't really about that. It's about one thing: informed consent, and you guys have the right as parents to make that decision. And as a doctor, I just consider it completely unethical to make any medical treatment mandatory, or to hold the threat that your children can't attend public school, can't attend child care, your special needs children can't go to a facility and get therapy and with other children around. You'll be deprived of all of that if this bill passes. And so get out there, and let me just give you one little word of encouragement. We know the health committee is voting on this today. And we know that there's a pretty good chance that this bill will pass in today's meeting. This is only one of many meetings to come and a long fight to come. So if the bill passes today, you guys, don't lose hope, don't get discouraged. We have 2 more committee meetings. The education committee, there's 8 members there, and only 2 of them are co-signers on the bill. So they have to convince at least 3 other members of the education committee to pass this bill forward. So that's maybe where you can put your effort in this whole week. Education committee, you guys, look up those senators, and if you live in a district with one of those senators, you gotta meet with them this week and next week, all right? And then judiciary after that. But even if it goes through all 3 committees, you guys, the fight is not over. You gotta speak out, because it's not gonna be an easy task to get it through the entire Senate. And that's where the fight will continue. So don't be discouraged, you guys. Get out there and keep your voices going. Make calls, faxes, emails, send letters, and show up personally. And when you get home, do the same thing in your local district offices, all right? So you know what? Again, thanks for coming out. And I didn't want to speak for too long because there's a lot of us that want to get out here and talk. But you guys, it's great to see such a wonderful crowd, and get out there and fight for your rights.